And we have an opinion this morning from rock legend Alice Cooper, who knows a thing or two about shocking the audience. He joins us for an exclusive interview. Alice Cooper, good morning.
Hi, Maggie. How are you doing?
I'm well, thanks. Certainly you've done your share of things that people find controversial. What do you think of Erykah Badu's video?
Well, I thought it was impossible to shock an audience anymore. We're pretty shock-proof. You know, I mean, art is supposed to provoke. I mean, if we both looked at a Salvador Dali painting, we'd both have different interpretations of it. I don't think it's the nudity that it's the thing here. It's where it was done, and you know, that place being a sacred place to normal America. And I can see that she was. My take on it was, when I first saw it, I thought, well, what she's saying here is anybody can get shot in America. Mm-hmm. I mean, if the President of the United States can get shot, so can a naked black girl. That was my first take on it. So my interpretation was totally different than what she was trying to say, but I'm sure everybody had a different take on it.
But you're saying that even you can understand why people are outraged because she chose Dealey Plaza, a place that is considered sacred by so many Americans, as the location of her video.
Well, yeah, and you know, she has every right as an American to do that. I mean, she also has every right to get arrested.
Right, right, because you need a permit and she didn't have one.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, I mean, you're taking chances when you do things like that. I know I never used nudity in my show. I always thought it was too easy. You know, that's an easy way to shock. But, you know, I can see what she was going for. I don't know if it's, you know, if it was sexually oriented, I think I might have more of a problem with it, if it was more pornographic like that. But, I mean, if you go to the Louvre, all of art is based on naked women. I mean, I don't think it's anything new to see a naked woman. On the street, it is a different thing, yeah.
So is it not going too far to pretend to be beheaded by a guillotine, as we see in a video that we have of you in one of your performances? What makes this any less bad than what Erykah Badu did?
Well, yeah, what I do is based in comedy. I think when you see my whole show, you realize that my show is very vaudevillian, and I've been doing it for 40 years, and people totally understand what I'm doing with it. But it is based on comedy. I doubt if she was trying to be funny in this. But at the same time, you know, art is art, and then we get back to that whole thing of who's judging art, and is it art? What was her intention? What was the statement? What I finally found out was what she was saying. The character assassination against that assassination is that's pretty you know, that's a pretty deep thought right there. I didn't pick up on that, but at the same time, you know, we always have to be careful about you know, offending, I think, children. I'm always very aware of that. But it's not hard to see naked ladies anywhere in America.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily the naked part, as we've established, that people had a problem with.
It was the Kennedy. I think it was the Kennedy thing. But again, that's the provoking part. That's the part that gets her on television like this. And you know, Yoko Ono did things like this. Laurie Anderson. I mean, in performance art, you have to kind of push the envelope, I think.
Well, she certainly did that, and let's see what the consequences are, if any. Thanks so much, Alice Cooper. Good to have you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Always fascinating to hear from Alice Cooper. And you listen, Erykah Badu got what she wanted. She provoked.
That's right. That's
we are talking about it now.
If it was a publicity stunt, it was genius because she could not be getting more publicity. Exactly. But let's see what the consequences are.
A lot happens early on The Early Show, weekday mornings on CBS.